Welcome GT for Retirees. This is week 2 of April. We're going to be going to Fuji International Speedway for GR1 prototype racing. We're going to then go to Kyoto Driving Park and do the Vision Gran Turismo racing. Third race is the time trial. Boring. Anyway, we look for bronze for that one. Then the Sylvia Sisters is going to be awesome. And the European Sunday Cup, a piece of cake. Enjoy this week. No problems at all. Take a look at the cars I use and you'll be fine. Please be sure to subscribe and like. Have a great week. All right, racers, for the 5th race, which is my first race, what I use is a Gran Turismo F1500TA. It was set up to have 929 performance point ratings with a horsepower of 986 and a weight of 1,190 pounds. I used medium racing tires and had to have intermediate tires available because there's rain. So be careful for that. As you can see with the settings I used, which made this car run really well. I tweaked the differential gear just a bit to make sure the downforce was set up. Top speed was at 360. Didn't change much else. So use this car and you should be fine without any problems. So the first race I take on is the Fuji International Speedway GR1 prototype race. This is a 10-lap race with several twists and turns. And just be careful for those. I didn't run out of fuel, so I set my fuel level at 4. Let's see. I just wanted to make sure that I was able to run most of the track without having to come in for change, but at any rate I still had to come in. Lo and behold, it was raining, so I actually ran this race first without intermediate tires and then had to come in and change. But anyway, this car has a lot of speed. It'll catch up. Be patient to pass these cars and you won't have any problems. And for my second race, after I ended up passing all of these cars, what I did was didn't check my weather in this race, but the rain came in. At any rate. So what I decided was on lap 6, when I decided, I better come in and get my tires changed. So we'll have plenty of time to get back on track and back to speed. So yeah, just get your tires to intermediate. And by the way, when you come off of the pit, I missed the curb, so slow down quite a bit before you get into the pit because I got a 3-second penalty for cutting that curb. But at any rate, I came out of the pit, adjusted my fuel level back to 2, just so I could speed up a little bit better and catch up to the cars. But with the intermediate tires, they kind of lasted a bit, and as you can see, rain didn't come in until a little bit later on for the second race, which is interesting. So I guess it's random how the rain comes in. So check either your weather or feel free to drive with intermediate tires for about 3 laps. You shouldn't have any problems at all. And finish first place. Where's my trophy? I always want my trophy in first place. See how I did. Not bad. There's my trophy. Boom. So for the 4th race of the weekly challenge, which is my second race of the week, I went with my Skoda VGT for the Vision Gran Turismo race. I used medium racing tires, and all the suspension, differential, and aerodynamics is all there. As you can see, I did have to change the output adjustment to 98 so I could get the 850 pp rating. Otherwise, I really didn't change much for this car, and it drove really well. So hopefully you have this one in your garage. Use it. My second race of the weekly challenge, we go to Kyoto Driving Park in Yamagiwa for the Vision Gran Turismo Trophy race. Limits us to 850 pp's. It's a 7-lap race with my car under the 850 limit. I did well, so It's an electric car, so just be ready to adjust the brakes as you go, because that's the only thing I have some trouble with, just getting adjusted to the brakes. But otherwise, this car really holds up to the track without any problems. Be careful passing people, and that's about it. I went a little crazy on some of the turns, but otherwise, as you can see, passing cars when I can, try to be a little safe. Sometimes I cut the corners, but at any rate, you can see how this car performs. It passes this car so easily. Just be friendly, don't bump into people. I gave a few people a little bit of a push sometimes, but other than that, went first, no problems at all. There's the stats, and where's my trophy? There it is. Alright, all, the third race of the weekly challenge is a time trial. So this one's at Dragon's Tail's Bargain Reverse, and we're going to give it an SLSA in 2010 to this and make it under 1 minute and 12 seconds for bronze, which is what I do. I just don't have the patience to try to get good at this anymore. But at any rate, everything is wet, so be careful. It took me, this is my third try because I took the turns a little bit too fast because of the wet pavement and crashing. But as you can see, I did it on my third try, no problems. Bronze. Alright, you all, for my fourth race, which is the second race of the weekly challenge, I used a car I hadn't driven before for the Sylvia Sisters race. I used a Nissan 180 SX Type X 1996 with medium racing tires. You can see there I adjusted the height a little bit, make sure the downforces were set up, speed at 300. I didn't adjust the manual adjustments on there, and what else did I do? I bought everything I could for this car, make it super fast, and it really did meet the challenge without any problems at all. Beautiful car too. Alright, racers, so we are at the Tokyo Expressway South clockwise. We're doing 3 laps, and somehow when I replay this, the colors look like a cartoon, but with the R2 it looked really well. So for this race, just make sure you pass the cars when you can. Don't hit the walls, which is a little difficult. This car, its handling was great, so make sure you look at the settings I had for it. And all the upgrades made this car super fast. And just a heads up when you're braking, just make sure you don't brake on turns too hard so you don't lose control. And I can't believe people who drive this car without the assists, the brakes, to find out where the turns are, where the brake is. You guys are awesome. I still need to at least have an idea of when to brake and know when the curves are coming up. But at any rate, this was a very fun race. This car, I'll probably be using it again because it's really well set up. It's super fast. But as you can see here, pass all the cars up without any problems. Bump a little bit of cars going slow because you don't really have too much time to brake. If you brake, you might lose control. So a solid hit is okay. And you're driving at nighttime, so it's kind of fun. Take a look, finish. First place. Where's my trophy? Where's my trophy? I came in, and there's my trophy right. Alright, you all, for the first race of the weekly challenge, which is my 5th race. I chose a car I hadn't driven before, which is a Mini Cooper S 2005. I got everything I could for this car. I always just make sure I buy whatever I can, and with this car I got some soft tires, racing soft tires, and you can see all the setups I used. I tweaked the top speed at 250. I made sure the extras on the engine and the body work were all done. This car was a lot of fun to drive. Enjoy this race, enjoy the car, and I have a little extra on the race where you can have some visual effects. Good luck. Alright, racers, this is the first race of the weekly challenge. My fifth race, the easiest ones in St. Boy. So we're doing the European Sunday Cup 400 challenge, which is a suggested PB by Mini Cooper instead of the race. So it's a lot faster than them. And I was very surprised at how well handled this car was really cool, and I had a lot of fun with it. And you can see what I did was stop at the bridge and take a nice breathtaking look to the sides. VR, you can really see almost as if you're there. So I took a look at what the beautiful blue sea was and the mountains. And since I was way ahead, I took a little time, a little sightseeing trip. You can see people crossing, the helicopter pop up. It's really cool, a lot of fun. But here we go. The main thing is win the race, right? So a little bit of sightseeing, and then we just take off. So I hope to drive my wife's Mini Countryman this way. Not really going to that, looking that crazy. So anyway, I get to drive a car, and it's very realistic. So enjoy the race, and make sure you take a look at the settings. First race is always very easy, so just enjoy it, as I do for all these races. Anyway, there I am, finished in first place. And as always, yeah, still, even with sightseeing, I still came up pretty far ahead. Where's my trophy? There it is.